Hi guys, something a bit different today. I'm going to be showing you how to install and use a distribution rather than just showing you what's installed and how you get. Today I'll show you how to get it and things like that as well. The distro is Ubuntu and it's very popular. Here's the website, www.ubuntu.com. So when you're on there, you click on desktop, get Ubuntu now, download. You can choose if you want to download any of those. If you don't, you click not now, and if you want to donate less, you just adjust those sliders or adjust them more if you want to donate more. I however have already downloaded the ISO, so we don't need to do that. Right, so once you've got that ISO, you can either burn it to a DVD or using a tool like UNetbootin, you can install it onto a USB stick. I'm going to show you this in VirtualBox on how to install it once you've got it as a CD or DVD. Wait for it to boot. This usually takes a while because it's having to run so much. So this is what you get the second that you install Ubuntu. This first time you even run this. Now, you can click and either install Ubuntu straight away or try Ubuntu, which is what I'm going to choose. Now it takes a while for trying it and it won't be very fast, however it's useful for testing. And on reboot later it will have booted. So here you could check if you like the Unity desktop environment, which is what Ubuntu uses as its desktop. You can check if you like the apps like Firefox. You could check if you like the file manager, which is Nautilus. And there are also some examples, so you could test out if you liked the music player with this. However, so you could just check how fast, you could just check how you like the video player, and you can check the music player. And now when you're ready, you can take the plunge and double click on install. So here is the install screen. The first part is just choosing the language. You could choose to download updates while installing, and you could choose to install third-party software. I'm not, because the first one tends not to install right, and the third-party software doesn't always work correctly. And the only package you'll need is Ubuntu Restricted Extras. I'm going to click on Erase Disk and Install Ubuntu. However, if you had multiple operating systems, there would be a slider that you could adjust. So I'll click on Install now. and I tell it where I am. I'm in the UK, so London. You test out your keyboard layout by selecting, and then you can type in your name. Just choose your password. In a virtual machine, it doesn't matter how strong the password is, but it's useful this it has a password indicator built in. And now it goes through the features of Ubuntu. This usually takes some time, so I'll skip to when it's installed. This is what it looks like when the installation has finished. So now you could either continue testing, or what I'm going to do, restart now. And now it will reboot. This is Ubuntu's boot screen, and now there we are. Automatic sign-in worked, and now you can use this. Now I've installed the VirtualBox guest editions, and we can have a look at Ubuntu and the default applications. First of all, this is Unity, and let's look at what they install for us. Let's look at all applications and see what's installed. First of all, there's the additional drivers. Aero Solitaire, the Amazon Web Scope, Appearance, which we can have a look at, and here you can edit some things like the background, but personally I quite like the default background. You can change the launch size, make it much smaller, which is too small pretty much, or make it much bigger, which is ridiculously large. I'm going to have it at 42. And you can also change the behaviour and change it so that that's where the window title bar is, if you prefer, or you can have it so it's always right at the top. I'm going to have it there. You can enable workspaces, which has that icon. A workspace is a virtual screen, but isn't in Windows. You can enable auto hiding the launcher, and then you just do that. However, I don't like that. and you can change it so that the launcher appears in the top left corner, but I think that's only the reveal location. You can add a show desktop icon if you wanted, however I don't. And that's all for the appearance. And now let's see what other things are pre-installed. So, I've got an archive manager, which is just the default known one, Deja Jump Backup, Bluetooth, Brazio Disk Banner, Brightness and Lock, the Ubuntu web browser, which is a very basic web browser developed for Ubuntu for phones. However, I'm using the one for desktop, therefore it's unlikely to work correctly. A calculator, character map, Cheese webcam booth, which is a webcam viewing service, contacts, desktop sharing, details about the computer, a font viewer, Firefox web browser, Nautilus file manager, MP3 instant messenger, Events document viewer, a disk usage analyzer, disks, which is a disk formatter, and there's also device color profiles, help, GFrame image viewer, input method, keyboard settings, Ubuntu landscape service, language support, LibreOffice, which only has Calc, Draw, Impress and Math and Writer, no base, Mahjong, Minds, Mouse and Touchpad, Network, Power, Personal File Sharing, Passwords and Keys, Orca Screen Reader, Online Accounts, Onboard On-Screen Keyboard, the settings for the Onboard On-Screen Keyboard, Network Connections, and then Rhythmbox Music Player, a startup disk creator, which is fairly similar to NetBooting but only works with Ubuntu based ISOs. Thunderbird is your email client, and then there's Ubuntu Software Center to install files, and Totem to play video files. Let's now have a look at installing files. So you open up Ubuntu Software Center. You can open it from the launcher if you wanted. Just let it do this, and then let's say you wanted to install Inkscape, which is a graphics editor. You can install it through this. Clicking on use this source, clicking on allow, authenticating, typing in the right password and authenticating, and then that's it. Query software sources. And when you click on install on Ubuntu, it drags a little icon over to your Unity bar with a progress bar. If you want, you can disable this, however I won't show you how to in this tutorial. Just wait for this to install. And let's also say you want a VLC. Then you could type in VLC. Yes, VLC Media Player. Click on install. And then it should add it to its queue. And then you see VLC appears also, and will eventually get an icon bar once Inkscape has installed. There are alternate ways to install applications, however I will show you those in a later video.